Hey there, beautiful souls, welcome to the channel. So, in today's Pick a Card reading, we are going to have a conversation with your future self, the one that is, the candle is already off, the one that is already in 2026, 6 months ahead. So, maybe this will be your first 6 months in 2026, and we will see what your, I was going to say soulmate, what your future self is going to say to us. And, I will also ask for advices, and maybe there will be some kind of a homework from your future self. We will see what kind of messages are going to pop up. So let's get started with the pile picking. Today, for the pick a card, I will use the Energy Oracle cards. I think I used them last week as well in Brutally Honest reading. So let's see which card is going to represent our first group. Which card will represent pile number 1? Alright, so for pile number 1 we have All Tied Up. And let's see which card is going to represent our second group. It's a good start. For pile number 2 we have Appreciation. And let's see which card we have for the final group, for the final pile. And for the final pile we have Woman Holding a Coin. Alright, so whichever of those 3 cards attracts you the most, whichever of those 3 cards somehow is pulling you towards itself, that card is going to lead you towards the reading where you are going to receive messages from your future self 6 months ahead, whenever you find this video. Well, actually there isn't anything else I can add to this. You will see the cards on a wider screen, on a clearer background, just in a few seconds. Feel free to pause if you need to, feel free to do any kind of meditation or anything that you do when you are picking up your cards, and just select the card that your intuition is pulling you towards. That's the most important thing. Maybe you are drawn to more than one card. Maybe there are more than one piles where you are going to find messages. Feel free to watch whichever pile your intuition is telling you to watch. So pick your card and I will meet you at your reading. Hello there, pile number 1, for those of you who have selected All Tied Up. Okie dokie, so you know what your future self wants to say to you regarding 6 months ahead. All Tied Up is telling you that, your future self is trying to tell you that there are situations that are beyond your control. Something is happening that you cannot control, and your future self is telling to you, just let it happen. It might seem difficult, it might seem a bit weird and sometimes even unfair, but this is how things are unfolding. This is how things are working. It might seem bad, but it's actually working out for in your favor, even though you might not see it. But your future self is saying to you that maybe you are going to feel a bit stuck, but that stagnation is not it's not something that is going to stop you. It is something that is not, it's not changing your journey. It's not stopping you from your journey. It is somehow redirecting you towards the right path. There is a reason for certain pauses in life. We have the number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, which is indicating changes. I feel that you are being paused, you are being tied up to something in order for you to free yourself instantly, because the number 5 is a number of freedom, number of change. So I will keep the card here and start with the tarot cards in order to get messages from your future self 6 months ahead. So let's see what kind of conversation we are going to have with your future self. Let me just reshuffle my cards. Reshuffle them good. It's been a while since I used this deck. And there are some oracle cards that I haven't used at all. Well, not haven't used at all, but this year, I mean, lately I haven't been using for a while, but I'm gonna start checking them out again. Alright, let's start with your messages. Please put yourself of pile number 1. 6 months from now, what would you like to start with? What is your intro? What is your opening for this conversation besides the all tied up? Ace of Pentacles in reverse and Father of Pentacles in upright position. Okay, so your future self is saying to you, there is some kind of a target, there is something specific that is in your life, and you are just walking towards it slowly without even realizing. Your future self is saying to you, you are on the right path, you are moving where you are meant to move. So there is no need to worry, there is no need to think that you are going to end up in the wrong way. Your future self is saying to you that you are walking in the right path, in the right destination. And it might seem off sometimes because we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. However, we have the Father of Pentacles in an upright position, which is saying to you, trust. You are moving in the right direction. Everything is stable. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. Alright, good intro. Any other messages that you have for pile number 1? Future self of them. Anything else you would like to say to them? Any other message that you find important regarding the next 6 months from now on, from the moment they see this? Daughter of Cups in reverse and Four of Cups in an upright position. Your future self is saying to you that in the next 6 months you might have times of solitude, not just solitude, but times when you are pulling yourself back and reflecting and feeling sad, feeling emotional. This is not actually that bad. Once again, I mean, I'm saying something and then I'm saying that it's not bad, but indeed, I'm just looking at the card that is in the bottom of the deck. This is indicating the energy that is stronger, that is underlying. So your future self is saying to you that you might feel sad about something, you might get emotional about something, you might even enter in a bit kind of lower frequency energies where you are doubting if everything is working out in your favor, if things are actually falling falling into the right places. And what we have in the bottom of the deck is Four of Cups. And Four of Cups is saying to you that you are not seeing the whole picture. And that's what actually your future self is trying to say to you. You might get sad about some small things, you might get sad about certain situations, but your future self is saying to you that you cannot see the whole picture. I mean, you do not see the whole thing that is going on, the things that are on the background. So you do not have to worry about it. I mean, everything is alright. That's another confirmation that I'm receiving from your future self. So we started with the all tied up card, which was a bit scary, but overall your future self is quite positive and trying to say to you that even if you get upset about this or that or whatever is going on, in the end everything is alright. You don't see the bigger picture. It is there. It is there, even though you might not feel it, but it is there on a more subtle kind of level, in a bit more kind of subconscious feeling. let's find out what is this sadness about. Please, Spirit, would you tell us what is this sadness about? Why pile number 1 might get sad? I mean, future self of them. Why did you get sad? What happened? Oh, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. With those four cards, well, the number four is stability, and since this card is in reverse, both cards are in reverse, I do feel that your future self wants to say to you that you are not happy with the way things are working out. I mean, overall the situation seems to be a bit kind of shaky, a bit unstable, and this is not making you happy. And you just want to try to change your vision, try to change the perspective, because here we have those wands and they are just pointing towards something. They are like some kind of camera lenses. That's how I see them. And your future self is trying to say to you, just try to change your camera lenses, try to change the angle from where you are looking at the situation, because it is not all that bad as it seems. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the situations are like some kind of script and scenario that is just rolling, and what depends on you is how you are going to see that. I mean, how you are going to react to that. That's a message that I felt like sharing with you. It seems like, well, life feels a bit like a movie script, like a movie scenario. That's actually what destiny is. You have your scenario, you have your script that is going to play out anyway. But what you can do as a free will is choose how to react to it, how to emotionally respond to it, let's say, or not respond to it. All right. Can you be a bit more specific, future self pile number 1? What are those shaky, unstable energies? We have the Sun card, and we have the Seven of Swords. That seems like some kind of a surprise that your future self wanted to say. I mean, wanted to share with you. So, your future self is saying that things seem shaky, things seem kind of unstable, but there is some kind of ray of hope that it is going to change. With the Sun card, this is a big confirmation that there is big happiness that is hidden, and it is hidden because we have the Seven of Swords, which is saying to me that it is a bit shaky, it is a bit difficult, but behind all of this, there is a huge happiness that is hidden. It is a blessing disguised as trouble. This kind of energy I'm sensing, this kind of message I'm picking up from your future self. They just wanted to let me know that you are going to experience some difficulties, you are going to experience some challenging moments, but all those challenging moments are going to take you in a place where you are going to experience immense happiness. It seems like some kind of a scenario, just like I mentioned, some kind of script that is being played out. And there is happiness in the end of the script that you will find out later. Because it's all hidden. You can see with the Seven of Swords, you have a fox that is pretending to not look, but it's looking with one eye. And it's hiding one sword under its tail. So it is hidden. Please, Spirit, are there any other messages, Spirit, future self of pile number 1? I keep saying Spirit, but it's actually the future self of you that I'm asking. But it's also Spirit, it's also energy. Please, future self, pile number 1. Are there any other messages that you would like to share with pile number 1? Okay, we have one card, and that card is Father of Swords, Father of Cups in reverse. And in the bottom we have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. So your future self is saying to you that you are feeling different, you are feeling a bit isolated. in the next 6 months, the message that I'm picking up from your future self is regarding you feeling a bit isolated from society, pulling away a bit, maybe even like growing spiritually, and that growth is kind of drawing certain line that is setting you apart from the others, line that is making you feel a bit sad and lonely, making you feel different. Like you can see that we have a black swan, which is not typical color for a swan, and I just sense that your future self is trying to say to you that you are going to feel a bit different, a bit apart from the others. But this doesn't have to make you feel as if you are, well, not like an outsider, just more like aware, more special, but not in a bad way. That's what your future self wants to say to you, even though it might not feel like that at times. Please, future self of pile number 1, is there something that you would like to add to this? 10 of Pentacles in reverse and Mother of Pentacles in an upright position. Well, it does feel like society is going in certain direction. Society is pulling things in a certain direction. There are certain targets. But this doesn't mean that you are not, you are falling off the society, you are falling off from the people around you. This just wants to indicate that you are in your own stable zone. And I do get the message that you are being taken care of. With the Queen of Pentacles in an upright position, we have a deer that has a little one that is being protected. So I do feel that your future self wants to say to you that even if you feel a bit apart from the others, even if you feel a bit lonely, do not worry. I mean, we are all connected and you are protected. You are being taken care of. And you don't have to follow certain targets, certain rules. You don't have to be someone else, pretend to be someone else than who you are. Just be yourself and take good care of yourself. Nurture yourself rather than punishing yourself, rather than trying to change yourself. This is not something that you should be doing. That kind of message I'm picking up from your future self, pile number 1. Any other messages that you have for pile number 1, future self? Okay, this card was turned and now it fell. So we have 9 of Swords, and at the bottom we have the Devil card in reverse. So the 9 of Swords is saying about anxieties, fears, and shadow works, things that you do not want to face. But in the next 6 months, your future self is saying to you that those things are going to come across. However, we have the Devil card in reverse. Even though you are going to face some fears and some things that you do not want to face, they are coming not in order to torture you, they are coming in order to free you. It might not sound that convincing, but with the Devil in reverse, we are talking about attachments that are being released. And when you are releasing those attachments, they are usually they are emerging on the surface. When they are on the surface, they come out as emotions and feelings that are a bit sticky, that make you feel a bit emotional and heavy. And this doesn't mean actually negative. This actually means that they are coming on the surface in order to be released, in order to be purified. And that's what we get with the Devil card in reverse. The Devil card in reverse is saying that you are facing your fears, you are facing the things that are making you anxious in order to release them in the next 6 months. So the key word that I'm picking up here is detox with the Devil in reverse. There will be some kind of a detox period in the coming 6 months. Alright. Are there any other messages that you would like to share for the coming 6 months, future self of pile number 1? Are there any other messages that you would like to share with pile number 1, your future self of them? Okay, we have 1 card, and that card is the Hierophant. Okay, and in the bottom we have Son of Cups, which is Knight of Cups in traditional tarot. So we have 2 birds, swan and a crow, two different birds. The Hierophant is holding a key, so what I get as a message is that you are going to discover something, some kind of a major discovery you are going to make in the coming 6 months. This doesn't have to be some kind of a world discovery. I feel that it will be some kind of discovery about yourself, about your life. Something is going to sit well, and it is just going to change a lot of things, a lot of in general, I feel that a lot of events are going to change around that discovery that you are about to make in the coming 6 months. I am picking up that message by the lightning that is in the card and by the crow that is holding a key and is with an open mouth. Maybe the mind is also open actually, although we cannot see it. But crows are animals that are, well, animals. Crows are birds that are considered a bit more spiritual, a bit more divine. So what I perceive from the card is that your future self is trying to say to you that you are going to get some kind of a knowledge, some kind of a divine knowledge. It does feel a bit more like awakening, pile number one. Like mini awakening or mini realization. Some of you might indeed get awakened. While others will realize something important, some kind of a key information is going to come to you in the coming 6 months. And with the Son of Cups in an upright position, it seems like your cup is going to be filled up again. It seems like the joy is going to return to you. And I do feel that you are going to continue your journey from that moment on with a bit more enthusiasm, with a bit more desire to live, desire to do that, desire to enjoy things. I just sense you a bit more livened up. I'm not sure if I'm using the right tense or if that tense exists at all, but I just sense you a bit more like lifted up, a bit more vigorous. Yeah, let's say that word. Let's hope that it's correct. Invigorated, yeah, that's a good one, I think. So yeah, I do sense you a bit more invigorated, a bit more lifted up, a bit more full of joy and ready to enjoy life. This kind of energy I pick up from this swan. Okay, any closing messages, future self with pile number one? Any closing message for them? Once again, Son of Cups, and we have the Moon in reverse. Okay, that's actually a good one, pile number one. So once again, I do feel that your cup is being filled up and you are continuing your journey further with more joy and happiness. And the Moon card in reverse is telling me that whatever fears you had, I mean, here we had the card that was saying that you are facing some kind of fears, doing some kind of shadow work. Whatever subconscious discomforts or disturbances are coming up, you are releasing them, you are seeing through them, you are just shedding your light on them and seeing them for what they are, seeing them as patterns, as traumas, as things that are holding you down, and releasing them one by one. Maybe not all of them, but at least something major I feel that you are going to release or you are going to realize. Alright, let me check the timer. Oh, we are going quite good. Before the end of the reading, I am going to take a card that will be like homework for you. And I will ask your future self to assist me with that homework. So, future self of pile number one, what homework do you want to give to pile number one? There we go, here's your homework, let's see it. Practice meditation. Okay. So that's the advice that your future self wants to say to you. Your future self wants to say to you to practice more meditation, to calm your mind, to observe your thoughts, just to take things easy. That's your homework, pal number one. Your future self is saying to you, take things easy and practice meditation or whatever helps you calm down your mind, because the mind is constantly talking. The mind is a constant chatter. Maybe some of you are already able to observe it. Maybe some of you already feel the difference between you and the mind, because you are not the mind, you are two separate things. The mind has basic function to analyze, mostly to analyze, and whenever emotions or other unresolved things get stuck there, the mind goes overdrive. And many people, very often, we think that we are that voice that is constantly talking, but no, we are not. And the more you see that, the more you are waking up to the truth. This is your homework from your future self. Practice meditation or whatever calms your mind down, whatever makes you feel more aligned with yourself, because you are not the mind. So, with that message, we are closing the reading pile number 1. If you enjoyed it, please do not forget and hesitate to hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And also, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel, because I would appreciate it even more. So, thank you very much for being with me, sending you many, many blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye! Hello there, pile number 2. For those of you who have selected the appreciation card, I'm just looking at the card, and what I see as a message is that your future self is trying to tell you that you are receiving something actually, and your future self is saying to you, in the coming 6 months, you are going to receive something, and you really need to appreciate it, because the more you appreciate it, the bigger it is going to get. I mean, the more you are going to go further from that point. Let me take a good look at the cards in order to find out more. But indeed, I just see you standing tall and receiving something, some kind of a gift or some kind of a blessing. And just standing tall and appreciating, like, thank you universe, thank you God, thank you for giving me that blessing. This kind of message, this kind of energy I'm sensing. I mean, the card itself is saying appreciation. We have numbers 1 and 5, which is 6, which is indicating like stay where you are and observe your present situation. Do not get yourself too distracted, and be appreciative, which is a beautiful message. Alright, let's get started with the actual reading and the actual messages that we are going to get from your future self, pile number 2. I'm going to ask your future self regarding the upcoming 6 months from now on, from this point when you are watching this video. So whenever you click to it, whenever you click on this video, it should trigger valid messages for you. So, future self of pile number 2. What kind of opening message do you want to share with them regarding the coming 6 months? What kind of opening message you want to share with your past self? Okay, we have 3 of Pentacles in an upright, and we have Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is a card of collective, this is the card of help, and your future self is saying to you that unexpected help might come up, unexpected help might show up and help you overcome some kind of a challenge that you are having difficulty to overcome by yourself. The Ace of Swords in reverse is telling me about not having ideas or not being able to resolve something on your own, while with the 3 of Pentacles we see a huge mountain, and we see the pentacles that are on the bottom of the mountain, and they are willing to go up and resolve that issue. So your future self is saying to you that in the coming 6 months you are going to receive help from someone regarding some kind of issue, some kind of challenge, some kind of difficulty that you are going to experience. Maybe that's why we have the appreciation card actually. Alright, let's keep going. Would you tell us something more about that situation, future self of pile number 2? Okay, some cards want to come, some cards are just falling apart. There we go. And we have the Which card is this? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we have the Four of Swords in reverse as well. Okay, so indeed this is something difficult to climb. You can see that we have a stairway made out of those 9 wands, and the stairway is looking downward, so it is difficult for you to climb up to that point or to gain some kind of clarity. Indeed, I feel that people are going to help you, but not just physically help you, more like help you by giving you ideas, giving you some kind of advice or some kind of direction how to do certain thing that you are having troubles doing by yourself. And the Four of Swords in reverse is telling me once again about feeling a bit anxious, not knowing how to deal with it. And what gets my attention is that this sheep has something on its forehead. So once again, I do get that some kind of idea is coming to you. You are receiving some kind of an idea, some kind of enlightening how to do certain things and how to manage in certain situations in the coming 6 months. All right. Any other messages that you would like to share with your past self, future self, pile number 2? Any other messages that you find interesting and you would like to share with pile number 2? Okay. What we have 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Devil card in reverse. Okay, that's very interesting and powerful message for you, pile number 2. So your future self is saying to you that in the coming 6 months, you are freeing yourself from some kind of a spider web, not literally, but something that felt vicious, something that felt heavy and not serving you in a good kind of way, something that was draining your energy. The Devil card in reverse is once again confirming in a stronger kind of way that you are freeing yourself from an energy or from something that was limiting you, that was pulling you down. And yeah, I just sense that you are releasing some kind of a heavy attachment and freeing yourself from some kind of a trap or some kind of a situation that was heavy for you. That's what your future self wants to share with you. Let's take one more card about this. Future self, pile number 2. Anything else to say about this? Okay, 4 cards. It has to do with fears. It is something that has to do with fears and uncertainties, something that is in the dark, and you need enlightening with that moon. Whatever that thing is, once again, it is putting you off balance. And it does seem like it is blocking your luck in some kind of way with the Hierophant in reverse. And the Son of Cups in reverse is telling me that it is not allowing you to be happy. Whatever that situation is, it is throwing you off balance, blocking your luck, and not letting you be happy, and just keeping you in some kind of dark space that is not, well, it's not even a dark space, but it's just some kind of a space where you feel as if you are lost, and you are dealing with a lot of subconscious energy that is just coming up. In the bottom we have the 7 of Wands. That's a beautiful card to have. 7 of Wands in the bottom of the deck regarding that issue or situation that you are freeing yourself from. This is showing the power that you possess, pile number 2. This is showing the power of your character, the power of your personality. You can see that we have one wand that is lighted up, one wand that is standing and making all the other ones just bend. So this shows your own power, your own skills, your power to get over that situation in the coming 6 months, regardless what kind of situation that is. But it shows your own strength. Your future self wanted to tell you about your own power, that maybe you are not realizing that you possess it, but it is there. Alright, any other messages that you want to share with pile number 2, future self, of them for the coming 6 months? What else would you like to share with pile number 2 for the coming 6 months? Okay, we have 2 cards. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And we have, oh, that's interesting, 6 of Wands in an upright position. So this is a big one, pile number 2. I'm not sure what exactly, I mean, I cannot tell you that many details. I'm just going to tell you what I perceive and what I feel from the cards, but this is a big one, definitely. So the Hanged Man in reverse, and not in reverse, the Hanged Man in general, is telling me that this is about situation that you've been in for a while. You've been waiting for it, you've been gaining insights, you've been studying it, and it is a situation that requires from you to take a pause, take a break. And the Ten of Swords in reverse is telling me about something that is practically over, but at the same time, it is not quite over yet. So regarding that situation, I do feel that you are gaining some kind of insight, some kind of messages. I just sense that more light is being delivered to that situation that is over, practically over, but not quite completely over yet. And the Hanged Man is about waiting, but not just waiting, but waiting and gaining some kind of knowledge. Waiting while, well, pulling yourself back and just reflecting, taking a healthy pause before you can start again with new powers. It's like some kind of a healthy break that you are taking. And the most beautiful part of this message is the Six of Wands in the bottom of the deck, which is saying to me and to you that regardless what the situation is about, it will be victorious. Even more, you are going to be free from whatever was like a burden, whatever was holding you down. You will be free and changed, transformed. We have a butterfly. I mean, just take a look at the beauty of this butterfly that is in the light. No more in the darkness, in the light. You are freeing yourself from some kind of a heavy burden, some kind of a heavy situation. And you are in the light, and you are changing, you are transforming. The butterfly is a symbol of metamorphosis. All right, let's take final messages for you, pile number 2. I'm just looking at the timer. What concluding final message would you like to share with pile number 2, future self, regarding their upcoming 6 months? We have Four of Cups in an upright position, and we have Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so your future self is saying to you that there is a lot that you cannot see, and you cannot have idea about all the things that are going on. I mean, what I perceive from your future self is that you really want to have a grip of the things, have an idea what is going on, and be there and just do the things the way you are supposed to do them. However, not everything is available to you. I mean, not everything is available to be seen with the naked eye. With the Four of Cups in an upright position, your future self is saying to you that there are things that you cannot see yet, but this doesn't mean that they are not there. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, your future self is saying to you that you still know nothing. There is still a lot to come, there is still a lot to happen. So just tighten your seatbelt and enjoy the journey called life. All right, I just want to take some more cards regarding this last message, because it just wants to indicate that something you are not seeing and something that you don't have idea about. But it does seem like there are more things that are about to come into your life that you do not even suspect that they might come into your life. It's like your life scenario is not just some kind of a flat line that, for example, you are focusing on something right now. Let's say your topic is right now job, career, or some kind of a situation that you are in, relationship, divorce, etc. There is a lot more besides that that is going on. So it's just one part where your focus lies in, but outside of that one part, there's so much more that is going on. That's what your future self wanted to say to you. Like, do not get too much like focus on one thing, because you are not seeing everything else that is around you. If you are focused too much on one single thing. Mother of Pentacles and Six of Swords in an upright position. Okay, those are all beautiful messages for you, pal. Number 2. Your future self really wants to say to you that you are protected with this Mother of Pentacles. You can see that we have a deer with her little one. So you are being protected. You are being taken care of without even realizing it. Maybe you are not seeing that there is some kind of invisible force, some kind of universal energy, or I don't know what you believe in, but there is something out there that is protecting you and taking care of you. You are being protected. That's a message that your future self wants to say to you. And whatever is going on, you are leaving the darkness and moving towards the light. Six of Swords, card of transition, card of movement, and you can see that we have a rainbow on top of it. So what more beautiful message than that? So the upcoming 6 months will be very important for you, pal. Number 2. And actually it's the year of the horse, so it does indicate movement forward, and I do feel that you are going to experience that forward movement in the upcoming year of the horse. Alright, now let me see what homework your future self wants to give you. Please, future self of pile number 2, share with us, what do you want to give them as a homework? What homework do you have for your past self? From the future self to the past self, what kind of homework would you like to give to them? Let's see. Keep learning. Okay, that's your homework. In the coming 6 months, your future self is saying to you, keep learning. And I just want to take this card closer to you so you can see it. We have a little girl and we have a huge book. So your future self literally wants to say to you, the universe is huge. Everything is like, we are like tiny, 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 even tinier than that pieces in that universe. But we are still part of it and we are connected with every single piece around it. So your future self wants to say to you, just keep learning, keep being curious, keep moving forward, keep your mind open. Do not close yourself off, do not close your mind. Keep learning, keep moving forward. Knowledge gives you freedom. And as your future self said to you, you are about to receive your freedom. Alright, so those were your messages, pile number 2. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And also, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that even more. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many, many blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye. Hello there, pile number 3. For those of you who have chosen woman holding a coin. Alright, well, I'm looking at the woman holding the coin, and what I see is that she's holding this coin, but she's like grabbing on it and she's like, I have it, that's my coin. And there is a lot of mystery around this card in general. I do feel that in the coming 6 months you are going to acquire something and you are going to hold on to it. I'm not sure what exactly that thing is. I can assume that it is something material or well, indeed I feel that it is something that you are going to acquire, probably something material that you are going to care for a lot. and you are going to say, that's mine, I'm going to take care of it, I'm not going to share it with anyone else. I'm not sure if that's something typical for you, maybe it's not, but in the coming 6 months I feel that this is one of the messages that you are meant to find out. And another curious thing that I just came up with, it just came to me, is today I'm completely off. I mean, my speech, my mind, my messages, they are all completely messed up. Another thing that just came up to me is the number 4 and 2. 4 and 2 is making 6, which is 6 is a number of focusing, 6 is a number of staying present, focusing on your current blessings. It might also indicate holding on to something that, not holding on, but just paying more attention to something that is going on in your present time. Alright, I will just put this card here and take some of my tarot cards. Not some of my tarot cards. I don't know what's going on with pile number 3. Maybe it's just because it's the last pile and my brain is going off a bit. But I will do my best to deliver the messages at utmost accuracy. So let's see what your future self has for you. Okay. Let's see what is the first message that your future self, after 6 months from now on, regardless when you are going to come across this reading, whenever you come across to it 6 months from now on, let's see what your future self from then wants to share with you. What is the first intro message? Oh, we have 10 of Cups in reverse, and in the bottom we have the Fool card in reverse. Okay, that's interesting beginning. The 10 of Cups is telling me about some kind of a reflection, something that is being reflected, and a reverse reflection. Something that you are reflecting on someone and you are receiving reflection back. Some kind of a mirror effect. That's what I feel from the 10 of Cups here. And the Fool card in reverse is telling me about watch out what you are doing. It actually came as a warning, pile number 3. Whatever that message is, it came as a warning. It was more like your future self trying to say to you, watch out what you are giving out there. Watch out what you are sending out as a signal, because it is being reflected right back at you. That's the first entree message that we have. Let's take one card to clarify this, because it's not quite clear. What do you want to say by that future self of pile number 3? We have 8 of Pentacles in reverse and 3 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles is telling me about some kind of a trap, some kind of trap of the mind actually, because I just see this spider web as some kind of a mind trick, some kind of a mind trap. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me about some kind of a challenge. So if I have to go a bit more like in a spiritually advanced kind of level, a bit more like spiritual talk, I would say that this message is for those of you that are on your awakening journey, or those of you, actually, I'm pretty sure most of you who are watching my tarot videos, you are mostly people that are with open mind, with spirituality. So the message here for you is to not fall into the tricks of your mind. Get above the mind, not below it, because I do feel that in the 3 of Pentacles, the mountain is actually representing who you are, representing you, and all the other elements, the Pentacles here, are the mind that is constantly talking, the mind that is constantly trying to convince you in this or that. The mind is actually not your enemy, but it is not your friend either. So the mind is just doing its job. The job of the mind is to analyze, to think, to reflect, and whenever there are certain things that the mind gets stuck on, like emotions, feelings, unresolved issues, all kind of things like that, the mind goes crazy, the mind goes overdrive, and it starts endless chatter. So the message here from your future self for you is that you are not that chatter that is going on in your mind. You are not that talk that you are observing, or maybe some of you are kind of stuck with the mind. You feel like you feel as if that voice in your head is you, but your future self wants to say to you that that's not you. That's just some kind of a trap of the mind. Alright, so this is going quite interesting, pile number 3. Let's keep going. Please, Spirit, is there something specific that you would like to say about that message that pile number 3 received? I mean, future self of pile number 3. The World card in reverse and Ace of Pentacles in an upright position. That is an interesting composition because in both cards we have circles. We have things that have circular shape. The World card in reverse is telling me about some kind of unresolved story, something that is unfinished, some kind of a chapter that is being left behind without being finished. And the Ace of Pentacles is telling me about some kind of a strong mark, like some kind of a destiny, something that has left its mark on you. Okay, so your future self wants to put emphasis on, wants to signal about some kind of an unfinished situation, something that, some kind of a chapter that is not over yet, and some kind of a strong remark with the Ace of Pentacles in an upright position. And even stronger because we have this card in the bottom of the deck, which is indicating the overall energy. Like, what I feel from the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace cards usually indicate new beginning. And your future self wants to say to you that even when there is a new beginning, there will be some kind of stamp on it from the past chapter that is still unfinished. I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear, but your future self wanted to indicate about some kind of unfinished chapter that is just there. It's not over yet, but it is there on the background. And with the Ace of Pentacles, we are talking about starting something new. But even when you start something new, there will be some kind of leftover energy that is coming from that unfinished chapter that is in the background. I'm not sure regarding what this is. Maybe you know better because this message seems a bit general but at the same time quite specific. Alright, let's not dwell on it too long. Let's see what other messages your future self wants to share with you, because I'm sure that there are plenty of other messages that it wants to share with you. So, future self of pile number 3, what other messages do you have for them? What other messages do you want to share with pile number 3 regarding the coming 6 months? This time we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and 10 of Swords in an upright, and wow, 4 of Cups in an upright position. So, pile number 3, I do feel that the coming 6 months of, well, regardless when you tune up to this video, but the coming 6 months for you seem to have certain importance regarding starting something new and at the same time closing something old. With the 10 of Swords, with the 10 of Swords in an upright position and the Ace of Pentacles appearing once again, this time in reverse, well, I feel that your future self wants to say to you that you will find, you will find yourself forced to put an end to something, some kind of a situation that you've been tolerating or you've been in, and it was kind of painful for you. And even though it hurts, I do feel that regardless of all the pain that you might be feeling, you are going to put an end to it. And another thing that gets my attention is that we have this bull or cow in this card that has a sword that is kind of penetrating its eyes, which is kind of brutal to have on a card. But it is something that you are not able to see. And the Four of Cups in an upright position also indicate about some kind of hidden message, some kind of hidden feeling, something that you are not able to see, something that is like a bigger picture, especially because this card is in the bottom of the deck. We have light and darkness. We have a rat that is hiding behind those cups. So something you are not seeing, and it might come to a daylight. That question might come to a daylight, and you might feel forced to put an ending, or some kind of ending will be enforced. Some kind of situation is going to be over. And with the Ace of Pentacles this time appearing in reverse, I feel that you are going to revisit that situation that I just said previously. I mean, that situation where you are starting something new, but it has the marks of something old. I feel that you are going to revisit that situation in order to remove that sticker of the old energy from it with the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like going back to something in order to resolve it, to some kind of situation that is not new, to some kind of an old situation, going back there in order to remove or clean up any kind of negative energy, or not negative energy, but some kind of trauma or something that is there that is not allowing you to move forward in a free kind of manner. It does seem like, it does feel like shedding skin, that skin that was holding you back from moving freely. There will be some kind of a new beginning, I can feel it, but even though there will be a new beginning, there will be like some kind of residual energy from the old chapter, and eventually you will have to revisit that old chapter in order to shed those layers that are not allowing you to move forward, in order to continue your journey in a lighter kind of manner. Alright, so your future self is going quite deep and doing shadow work. That's what I perceive from the cards. Which might not make you happy, but I mean, shadow work is necessary. Without it, we are going to be stuck in old energies that are not us, that are not allowing us to progress, to be our authentic self. So, future self of pile number 3, any other messages for them? Any other messages that you have regarding the coming 6 months? Okay, 2 cards that jumped in. Oh, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Father of Cups, and at the bottom we have Daughter of Wands. Okay, so this is telling me that you are moving away from some kind of fears, pile number 3. The 9 of Swords in an upright position is telling me about fears and anxiety. The Father of Cups is telling me about making some kind of choice, some kind of decision on your own, and moving with your own instinct, with your own gut's feeling. The Father of Cups is quite intuitive because we have the Cups energy, the water signs, and in this card we have a black swan, which is quite different than the other swans. So it seems like you are embracing yourself. Whatever you've been through, it has made you much more powerful, and it has made you much more aware of who you are, and it is allowing you to continue your journey more like yourself rather than anyone else, rather than trying to be like anyone else. And the Daughter of Wands in an upright position is telling me that you are taking some kind of initiative, you are moving forward, you are taking some kind of opportunity, you are just moving forward, leaving behind some kind of fear and anxiety, and being a bit more affirmative. Affirmative in a good kind of manner, in a good kind of way, like that's me and that's how I do things, that's how I move forward. Just watch me leave behind those fears. This kind of vibe I'm sensing from the cards. Alright, let's get some more messages about this to get a bit more specific. Please, Spirit, would you tell us more? Would you tell us more about this? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card in reverse. Okay, this is some kind of situation that was blocking your luck or blocking your fulfillment, blocking your blessings or abundance. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and it was a stagnant kind of situation that was not allowing any change, any kind of well, in the card we have a dead bird, a skeleton of a dead bird. So it does seem like this is some kind of an old situation that was not allowing any change, not allowing any forward movement, something that was over, but it is over, but it's not allowing you to move forward from it. It's like being stuck in something that is over, that is dead. Apologies for being so direct and brutally honest, but that's the message that I'm picking up from the cards, pile number 3. And what I see here is that you are moving forward from this. You are leaving it behind. Whatever fears you have regarding that situation that you are stuck in, you are moving forward from it. Maybe some of you are in a relationship that is already expired, but due to circumstances you are still in it. It could be any kind of life situation, but it is about something that is already over and you know it. Deep down you know it. But there are certain fears or certain circumstances that are not allowing you to move forward from it. However, in the coming 6 months, Spirit or your future self is saying that you are becoming more affirmative, more self I don't know why the words are coming in different languages to me. More self-assured, and you are moving forward. Please, Spirit, what other messages, Spirit? I keep saying Spirit. Please, future self of pile number 3. Any other messages that you would like to share? Let me check the timer, actually. Okay, let that be the final message, future self of pile number 3. What final message, what closing message do you have for our file number 3 today? And we have the Magician in reverse and the Son of Wands in an upright position. Okay. The final message that your future self is saying to you is that maybe you are not feeling good enough, or maybe you don't feel that you have certain skills. However, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Son of Wands, which is saying to you, you might feel that way, but you don't know for sure until you try. And with the Son of Wands, I do feel that that your future self wants to say to you, just get moving. That's the most important thing. Give it a try, get moving. If it doesn't work, try again, but keep moving. That's the main message that I'm picking up from the Son of Wands. Your future self really wants to say to you, even though you might not feel like skillful enough for a certain position or for a certain thing, this doesn't mean that you're actually not skillful or good enough for it. Your future self wants to say to you, you just need a little bit of push, and you don't know what kind of wonders you can create. All right. Let's actually, no, I was thinking to take another card, but I think that the message is clear. Your future self just wants to encourage you, just wants to say to you that you might not realize your own power. And when I'm moving this card, I see the Star card, which is saying that you have it deep within you. I mean, you have the power within you. You have that light that you are carrying. So there is no reason for you to be shy. Pile number 3. There is no reason for you to hold yourself back from success, from moving forward, from doing the things you like. Even if you are not that good at it at the beginning, there will be a point where you are going to get good at it. So your future self just wants to say to you, get out there and move for it, do the things that you want. All right, let me give you a homework from your future self, just like I did with the other groups. What is your homework, future self, pile number 3 for pile number 3 for your past self? What homework do you want to give to them? Let's see your homework. Practice self-discipline. Okay, so pile number 3, your future self, there is a calendar, and your future self is saying to you, practice self-discipline. Try to ground yourself. Try to get those daily practices that are going to make you feel more grounded and more stable, and just practice self-discipline. Some small things that are just going to affect you in a way that you are going to feel much more stable. But the message, the homework that you have is to practice self-discipline. So you can just find ways in order to boost your discipline. That's the homework that your future self wanted to give you for the upcoming 6 months. So that was it, pile number 3. I do hope that you have enjoyed it, and the messages are resonating and bringing you insight for the upcoming 6 months. If you liked it, please not hesitate to hit the like button, because I will truly appreciate it. And I would appreciate it even more if you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet. So that was it. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you countless blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye.